Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and welcome to the 13th Annual Mayor Celebration of Diversity Awards Luncheon. I'm Abdul Hakim Shabazz, attorney, media commentator, the reason why my brother can't find a job in Marion County because I got all of them, so no need to go down the list of all the 8 million things that I do, but I'm very happy to be here and also part of this program today. And my co-host this year.
Hi, I'm Jenny Runovich. I'm the weekend anchor and a reporter at Channel 13. I must say this is a much better feeling the past week. You probably didn't recognize me right now. I've been wearing many layers of clothes, couldn't put my arms down, resembled Randy from A Christmas Story. So glad to be dried out, glad to be with you here today. And at this time, we are going to request that Pastor Tuong Tong please come forward for the invocation.
Hi, my name is Tuong Tang. I'm from Burma, Chin State, and I just serve as for ministry in Indiana Chin Baptist Church. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We want to invite you to enjoy your soup as we begin the program. I want to let you know the Mayor's Celebration of Diversity Awards program was created to honor businesses and organizations that celebrate and promote diversity in the workplace on a daily basis. Mayor Ballard has said celebrating diversity is more than something we talk about in Indianapolis, it's something we do. Our community needs leaders that are committed to their community, make a better place to live, raise a family, and promote diversity in the workplace.
And the other nice thing about these awards, ladies and gentlemen, is they also recognize businesses and organizations that contribute to activities that encourage diversity in our community, and also demonstrate leadership in developing supportive diversity strategies through their organizations. They also offer opportunities for diversity education, social responsibility, and excellence in communication within their organizations, and that makes companies like you, or companies that you will hear about today, outstanding examples of companies that are committed to diversity in our community.
Now this year we received nominations for the Mayor's Celebration of Diversity Awards from a variety of different organizations in all different industries that impact the Indianapolis area. These organizations are examples of companies that are committed to diversity. And at this time we'd like to recognize the nominated companies and organizations by asking them to stand when we read their names. Again, please hold your applause though until all of the names have been read. BMO Harris Bank, BWI LLC, Diversity Search Incorporated, Dreamopolis Indianapolis, ECU Staffing Multi-Services Incorporated, Flaherty & Collins, Harrison College, Indiana Civil Rights Commission, the Indianapolis Bar Association Diversity Job Fair, J2 Systems and Supply LLC.
Some of our other folks we're happy to have here with us today: Lewis Wagner LLP, the NCAA, Novo Nordisk, PNC Bank, Powers & Sons, gotta love this name, Soul, Salsa, and Sushi. Big sushi fan. So, Special Occasions Catering LLC, Taft, Stein, Tennis, and Hollister, Teachers Credit Union, and the good folks over at WellPoint. Round of applause for them.
So congratulations to all of you. Thank you again for your continued commitment to diversifying diversity here in Indianapolis. By the way, we'd also like to thank our sponsors by asking them to stand when their names are read. And again, hold your applause until we've read all of the names. Our Platinum event sponsors today are Citizens Energy Group and Simon Property Group. Please stand. Our gold sponsors, Harrison College, Southwest Airlines, and WellPoint. Silver sponsors today, American Structure Point Incorporated, Barnes & Thornburg, BMO Harris Bank, CDM Smith, DB Engineering, DLZ, Eli Lilly and Company, Flaherty & Collins Properties, the Greater Indianapolis Chamber of Commerce, the Indiana Convention Center and Lucas Oil Stadium, One America, PNC Bank, and Shrewsbury & Associates. Again, thanks to our bronze sponsors. Their names and logos are listed inside the back of your program on your table as well as on the video screen.
And now, folks, we'd like to take a moment and invite our platinum and gold sponsors to join us for the opportunity to share a few words on how their organizations integrate diversity within their workforce. Our first platinum sponsor is Citizens Energy Group. They've been a platinum sponsor for all 13 years. Kerry Likens is the president and CEO of Citizens Energy Group, and he is here for his remarks. And by the way, Kerry, this time we actually did get the check to you guys on time this year, so we paid our energy bill. Thank you very much.
I love a good customer. Thank you. It is a privilege and an honor for Citizens to sponsor this important event, and I mean that in a very literal way. And Mr. Mayor, I thank you and your staff for your continued emphasis upon diversity and inclusion, because it is such vital work. And we recognize that at Citizens Energy Group. We know that diversity and inclusion are elemental in our success, and I believe that it's a key element of success for our community as well. And I think about it this way, and I talk to our folks about it this way. After all, you know, who doesn't want to get up in the morning and go to a place of importance where you have equal access on a level playing field to the resources that you need to be successful, the resources needed to make a contribution, to make a difference? After all, don't we all really want that? And don't we all want and deserve equal access to civil rights and equal access to America's domestic institutions as well? After all, don't we all want and need that? Well, thank you very much for being here. It's a great pleasure to see you.
Our next platinum sponsor is Simon Property Group, and coming up for a few remarks is Susan Masla, the Vice President of Human Resources with Simon Property. And by the way, Susan, my wife thanks you guys for all the gift cards she got for Christmas this year to all the mall stores.
Pleasure. Buy more. Please, everyone. Hello, I'm Susan Masella, Vice President of Human Resources at Simon Property Group, and I have prepared remarks because I'm not as eloquent as our Citizens Gas representative, so if you can bear with me. It's a pleasure, Mr. Mayor and your administration and your staff for including us in this event. Simon has been a past honoree as well as longtime sponsors of the Mayor's Celebration of Diversity Award, and it's a pleasure for us to be here today. At Simon, an appreciation of differences in background, culture, and experience is a core value that is reflected in our diversity statement, which reads, "We are committed to building a diverse workforce and promoting a culture of inclusiveness. We believe that a diversity of background, experience, and thinking among our employees contributes to our ability to create value for our shareholders, our clients, the consumers, and the communities served by Simon Malls. As the largest retail real estate company in the world, these are not simply empty words, but a philosophy that we put into practice at our more than 325 retail properties worldwide, as well as in our corporate headquarters, which is right here in Indianapolis, Indiana. In our great city, we have provided corporate contributions and volunteer support for events such as Indiana Black Expo, Circle City Classic, Toys for Tots, Dress for Success, Mentoring Women's Network, United Way, Urban League, and the list goes on. Simon's longtime participation in Black Expo Job Fair enables the company to reach a diverse talent pool and promote a broad range of career opportunities right here in our local community. Our philanthropic arm, the Simon Youth Foundation, continues to provide valuable educational and life skills assistance to at-risk youth throughout our academies nationwide. And this year, at the end of 2013, we graduated our 10,000th high school student from our academies. Thank you. We're very proud of that. And these are students from at-risk neighborhoods and a variety of backgrounds and cultures and experiences, so we're very, very proud of that. And Simon Property Group's commitment to diversity resonates throughout our internal recruitment programs and our development initiatives and our management training as well. And finally, we have a commitment to improve our properties so they will become an even greater asset to our communities. Our philosophy is that shopping centers must be more than a place to shop. They should be a place of pride and reflect the rich tapestry of its local citizens. So thank you again, Mr. Mayor, for hosting us, and we are proud at Simon Property Group to continue our support of this great event. Thank you.
And now we go into our gold category. Our first gold sponsor is Harrison College. Dr. Dennis Trinkle, PhD, is the Provost and Chief Academic Officer. Dr. Trinkle.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be with everyone. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for your sponsorship, not only of this event, but for all of the daily activity that it represents. Harrison College is pleased to be a collaborative part of all of these initiatives. We have a 111-year history in Indiana, and we've long been about working closely to help build the communities that we're a part of, build them as communities, and help to drive the economic development that's part of those communities. And today, more than ever, economic development requires all of us being well-prepared, well-educated, and working together. No member of our community is unimportant. No member of our community can be considered less vital in the work of the community, in the work of economic development, in the work of building the success and the future of our state. Harrison tries to model that in its internal practices, building diversity, not only respecting diversity, but really modeling it and building it. I think for a long time we've had the perspective that diversity isn't a goal, it's not a brass ring that you can grab, it's something that you cultivate and work on and develop every day. And it's constantly changing because diversity needs to be reflected in a wide variety of ways and honored and constructed in an organization in a wide variety of ways. We try to model and reflect diversity in the curriculum and the programs that we offer in our traditional degree programs, associates, bachelor's, soon masters, and also in our corporate training division, where we build it into the curriculum, and we also help institutions across the state of Indiana and other parts of the country with their diversity initiatives and with leadership programs that model diversity. So on every level, Harrison is excited to be part of the ongoing efforts to make Indiana at once both more diverse and more inclusive, more connected. So thank you.
Thank you. I couldn't give Dennis a hard time because I teach at Ivy Tech and the University of Indianapolis, so us academics, we all got to stick together on occasion. Our next gold sponsor is Southwest Airlines. Patty Krisha, Manager, Community Affairs and Grassroots.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be here. You just look around this room and see the diversity in this room and the energy that it creates. So all of us at Southwest Airlines are so pleased and proud to have been asked to be a part of this. At Southwest, we believe very strongly in the fabric of diversity being woven into our DNA. We're committed to having a workforce that's as diverse as the customer base that we serve. We do that in several different ways. We embrace diversity within our company, and then as our community affairs department, where I reside, we work to support many organizations that support, promote, and encourage diversity throughout the country. So we're very pleased and proud to be able to do that. I would like to salute Mayor Ballard and his team for putting together such a fabulous event and for truly embracing the diversity that is represented in the room today and throughout the city. So thank you very much and congratulations. And congratulations to all the winners.
Thank you, Patty. And finally, our next gold sponsor is WellPoint. Karen Surratt, the Vice President of Talent Management and Chief Diversity Officer of WellPoint, will come up and make a couple of remarks. Karen.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Mayor Ballard, and to your team as well, we thank you for the opportunity to be here today. At WellPoint, like our previous speakers here, we also value a diverse and inclusive workforce. We believe that when we have an inclusive environment, our associates are able to tap into their discretionary effort. It allows us to tap into the needs of the marketplace, which represents our customers. And the more that we can foster that, our associates are able to represent that in all of the things that they do. That reaches into the community, that reaches into the marketplace, and it especially shows up in the workforce in terms of their ability to be creative, their ability to innovate, and their ability to help WellPoint win in the marketplace. So we're glad to be here today. It's certainly an honor, and we look forward to continuing this journey together. Thank you.
And our thanks to all our platinum and gold sponsors. At this time, we're going to break for lunch. Hope you enjoy the lunch. Our program will continue when Gregory Wilson, Director for the Department of Minority and Women Business Development, comes to the stage. Please enjoy your lunch.
Again, I'm Greg Wilson. I'm Director for the Department of Minority Women Business Development, Office of the Mayor. I would like to especially thank all of our sponsors for their support and commitment. Again, we couldn't do without the sponsors. We couldn't do it without each and every one of you. I also want to thank the Diversity Award Event Committee. I want to thank the MCs, Abdul and Jenny. I thank the both of you for adding character and putting a face to this event. Finally, I'd like to thank my staff. The event planner, Michelle Rogers, who does a great job, who's worked tirelessly to present a professional and quality event for you, and all of our volunteers, Markies, and Imagination for their wonderful creative work. Again, the Diversity Committee, who gave their time and abilities in determining who would win the award. So if you didn't win, it's the Diversity Committee's fault. Okay? And I just want the staff and all those that I named, would you please stand so that we can give you a round of applause? Please stand. And if I missed anybody, again, I want to thank you as well. I know sometimes we try to jot down everybody, but sometimes you miss them. But everybody who has helped in any way is truly appreciated. Now, the next part I want to do, I just want to, before I bring the mayor up, I just want to say a couple of things. It's not, you don't have to write down much when you're talking about somebody that you can watch and see who not only talks the talk, but they walk it, they live it, and they show it. When you have diversity initiatives, it starts with leadership. Without strong leadership, you wouldn't have these type of diversity initiatives with any company or corporation. It just won't happen. It has to be the strong leadership. It has to be somebody with vision. And I think we have a mayor who has vision. And when we talk about vision, it's all the things that make this city great. It's everything from not just the big things that we see sometime, whether it's 16 Tech or Avondale Meadows or Cityway, those great projects, or the Super Bowl that we brought to the city, but it's the things that matter in people's day-to-day life. It's the things that we do in the neighborhoods to improve the quality of life, the curbs, sidewalks, the infrastructure. Those are the things that people care about. It's always, people love their city, but they live in their neighborhoods. It's about making everybody feel like this is an inclusive city, city that welcomes each and every person that lives in there, to make it a destination city that people want to come to and to be a part of. The things I like, also working for the mayors, these bike lanes, I love them. I love it. I ride bikes all the time, and I enjoy it. And yes, we are in the street. We can ride bikes in the street. So those of you who drive and say, why is he in the street? Because we have bike lanes. So that's important as well. But I'm just telling you, it's great. The mayor from day one said that. He told us from day one, the staff that was there, the first beginning of our administration, he said, listen, we work for the citizens of this city. And the thing about it, people can always say something day one, but it's day 2 and 3 and 4 when you see what they're about. And he still says the same thing. We're here to work to improve the quality of life and make this a great city. And I think we've done that under the leadership of Mayor Gregory A. Ballard.
Well, good afternoon. All right. I love coming to this event. I must tell you, this is I like the fact that it's a hot ticket. That's what I really like about it. And I like the fact that there's so many people who help sponsor it. because I think that speaks well for our city overall. And I just love the fact that so many people come together really as a celebration. It is an award ceremony, but I think it's a larger celebration for the city. I just love everybody coming and having such a great time with it. I really do. I want to thank Greg, obviously, and his team, because I really do look forward to this, and I really like celebrating the diversity in our city, the diversity of ethnicity, of culture, and so many different areas in our city, and that is so important to us. So I'm really, really pleased with this. But I have to talk a little bit about Greg, who just introduced me. He is clearly committed to the effort, and just last month, he doesn't really like to hear these things, but just last month, the NABO chapter, which is the Alliance for Women's Business Owners, named Greg Wilson the 2013 Indianapolis Choice Visionary Award winner because of what he's done for minority and women and veteran-owned businesses in the city. They recognized him, and I want to thank Greg for doing such a good job by increasing that. And as you know, we've got a lot of good stories to tell in the city. The outreach that Greg and his team have done, and so many people have come together. The amount of business that's done with the city by both minority and women-owned businesses has dramatically increased by multiples, not by a few percentage points, by multiples. And it's had a great impact on the city. And I think it's the fact that we created that level playing field, that we have that outreach, and we continue to have that outreach to have everybody involved. And also our boards and commissions numbers are still very strong. 47% of women and minorities are on the boards and commissions throughout the city of Indianapolis, which I think is a very, very strong number, and it will continue to be as such. So we want to see that. We want to continue to reach out to every segment of our community. And one of the things, and you see the title here, Diversifying Diversity, that was a term I think that we started early in the administration. When I came in, I talked to Greg and Oljan and a few other people. I said, we need to diversify our diversity. There's a lot of people in this city that we need to recognize, that we need to appreciate, and we need to bring into the fold and make them feel accepted and welcome in the city of Indianapolis. And I really think we've done a good job of that. We've, not only along the sister city, and Jane is here, and we now have what is recognized as the best sister city program in the nation for large cities, which is amazing. The #1 city in the nation for that. But we created these festivals to bring people downtown or different places so that we understand their cultures also. It's so important that we continue to do that and embrace absolutely every segment of our society. And I promise you, as long as I'm the mayor, that is going to happen. And that's why this luncheon is so important, that it's so well attended, that people have such a great time with it, and that we award those who've gone just a little bit above and beyond in the past year. So I'm very, very, very happy about that. As I always announce at this time of year, also the Lucius Newsom Award will be awarded Friday in the City County building. That is an award we created a few years back to reward Lucius Newsom for his efforts. I think most of you know who Lucius was in the city of Indianapolis. A gentleman who, for some reason, God told him to move up to Indianapolis from Tennessee, and he just gave and just made something work about on every Saturday morning. People bring food in and people take food out. And it's morphed into something that is just absolutely amazing here in our city, and it still continues to this day. But Lucius was a completely giving individual, wanted nothing in return. And so we created this award for him called the Lucius Newsom Award for completely selfless behavior on behalf of others. And this year we will award the Lucius Newsom Award to Sue Ward, who is right here. Sue, if you will stand up, please. Completely selfless behavior, and that's really the criteria for that award, giving to others. I'm going to kick off the award ceremony today. A little bit different format because I want to be able to do this. We want to award a special organization with the Community Advocate Award. And this award will recognize an organization made up of volunteers who have made outstanding contributions and whose services go above and beyond the call of duty. And I think they know who they are, so they should start moving up if you're there. But this is a group that many of you know, have heard about before. And I know that Abdul and Jenny will talk a little bit more about them as they come up also. But for my 2 cents of this, these are the people who are on the streets. These are the people who work with the police, work with the communities, work with different organizations to reduce crime in our community. And they have been out there for years and years and years, and you don't necessarily see them. But sometimes late at night when I go to a particular scene, I'll see one of them there, and I know they're there. And not everybody else knows they're there, but I know they're there. And they are doing the work, and they're trying to convince particularly young men of the path that they're choosing, and you don't want to go down that path. And they do that work all the time in our community. It's just amazing that they are out there on their own time, away from their families. Many of them are pastors, and they're away from their churches, giving of themselves in the heat of the night, in the darkness. They see families at the worst possible moments, and they calm a situation down. They tampen down retaliation and do all those things at the moment to help our city. I know they're there. A few of you know they're there, but it's time that we really recognize and appreciate everything that they do in our city. And I want to bring up the 10-Point Coalition.
Reverend?
A little something about the 10-Point Coalition, ladies and gentlemen. It's a grassroots organization that has been conserving our community for over 15 years. The Indianapolis 10-Point Coalition is a faith-based organization comprised of churches and other faith-based organizations and individuals that are concerned about the critical issues facing the Indianapolis community and the surrounding areas. The Indianapolis 10-Point Coalition seeks to be that catalyst to bring together faith-based, community, business leaders, public safety, and the court system to address the critical societal issues facing our community.
It is the Indianapolis 10-Point Coalition's work with the community that's really made a remarkable difference here in Indianapolis. They've been both a vocal and supportive partner with the city since 1999 to create a better public safety system and a community in which to live, raise a family, do business. The Indianapolis 10-Point Coalition's activities have included community faith walks, prayer vigils, youth intervention programs, safe havens, mentoring programs, and court advocacy programs. Today, we say to the Indianapolis 10-Point Coalition, thank you for your service, and please join us as we stand to congratulate the 2014 Mayor's Community Advocate Award recipient, the Indianapolis 10-Point Coalition.
On behalf of all of the 10-Point churches and pastors and the hundreds of volunteers that help us during the course of a year, we would like to thank the mayor, the committee, and the community for your support for the work that we do. We are certainly honored and humbled by this today. And then I would like to thank our street outreach workers and those who risk their lives in very dangerous areas of our city on a weekly basis, 4 or 5 nights a week. They're out in the toughest neighborhoods in the city, trying to redirect the lives of individuals, many times who are involved in criminal activity. It's not easy, but we are convinced that we cannot give up, though we get frustrated sometimes. This is a task that we have to continue. Along with your help, we certainly can make this city a great city, and I believe together we can certainly reduce the gun violence and save hundreds of lives. So thank you so much for this award.
You guys want to talk about somebody doing the Lord's work. Not only do the good folks at 10-Point deal with some of the worst society at its worst, but they also deal with us folks in the media, and for that they should get a medal and a really big fat check too. I wasn't kidding about the check part, so. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to honor the recipients of the 2014 Mayor Celebration of Diversity Awards.
And when we announce the name of each recipient, please come forward to receive your award and take a photo with the mayor. Award recipients also will have the opportunity to make a few brief remarks from the podium to our right.
And remember, brevity is always the hallmark of a good presentation. I had a judge tell me that yesterday. Recognition for the Mayor Celebration of Diversity Awards is based on stellar performance in all or one of the following 4 areas: development, community relations, leadership, and workforce diversity.
And our first award today will be in the area of development. This award is presented to a company or organization that excels in providing opportunities for diversity education and communication within their organization. And the recipient of the 2014 Diversity Award for Development is Teachers Credit Union.
That's where you applaud, and Teachers Credit Union, you start coming up.
Good instructions, Abdul. Teachers Credit Union began from humble beginnings by a small group of educators in Indiana who saw the need to pool their financial resources to assist those who were not being served by the existing financial institutions. Today, Teachers Credit Union has grown into the largest credit union in Indiana and is one of the largest in the country as well. TCU shows support and commitment to developing their employees by beginning diversity and inclusion to all team members their first day of work, and then they're brought back for a second day of orientation where more focus is placed on inclusion and appreciating others. Managers are required to participate in a 4-hour class where they receive tools and tips on how to create an inclusive environment within their offices. Teachers Credit Union also maintains an internal diversity and inclusion website that puts awareness and education on areas of diversity at team members' fingertips. So congratulations to Teachers Credit Union, again, winner of the 2014 Mayor Celebration of Diversity Award for Development.
Need to kind of bring the mic down a little bit. Thank you. Well, we're kind of surprised, but not really. We thank everyone for just acknowledging us. We work really hard at TCU. How long have we had our Diversity Council?
For 7 years. For
7 years. And it's been a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, and we just really appreciate being recognized, and we look to continue on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now see, that's brevity, that kind of presentation. Yet another reason why I love teachers. Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, is in the area of community relations. This award is presented to a company or organization that excels in promoting activities which encourage or support diversity in the community. The winner of the 2014 Diversity Award for Community Relations is Harrison College. Founded in 1902, Harrison College, formerly known as Indiana Business College, has a rich history of preparing students for their careers that positively impact society, both locally and globally. Harrison College understands the significance of embracing the similarities and differences among all people and ideas by recognizing the ever-changing societal, economic, and cultural needs of the public that they serve. Their employees mentor many high school students throughout the school year, provide scholarship dollars, and participate in numerous community events that provide services and activities to a diverse population. Congratulations to Harrison College, the winner of the 2014 Mayor Celebration of Diversity Awards for Community Relations.
Greetings, everyone. Just want to thank the mayor, his office, Greg, for their leadership and support and recognition year after year for diversity. Harrison College, we truly understand the importance of diversity as it's integrated within the fabric of our organization, and we understand the importance of civic engagement, community involvement, volunteerism, and once again, we're just really honored and surprised with this nomination and recommendation for the award. Thanks so much.
We want to thank everyone who worked on this picture.
The next award is in the area of leadership, and this award is presented to a company or organization that excels in implementing a vision that supports diversity strategies throughout the organization. The 2014 Diversity Award for Leadership is PNC Bank. At PNC, diversity and inclusion are essential to developing a competitive financial product and delivering the best service to their customers and their community. As one of 7 core values at PNC, the company's commitment to diversity begins with their president and chief executive officer, who chairs the Corporate Diversity Council. That council champions the integration of diversity and inclusion into all PNC business practices. In addition to the Corporate Diversity Council, they also have several areas that establish their own councils to enhance diversity and inclusion efforts specific to their needs. So congratulations to PNC Bank, the winner of the 2014 Mayor's Celebration of Diversity Award for Leadership.
I just want to say what an honor it is to receive this recognition, and it's really a tribute to the people I work with every day and their commitment to diversity and making it a part of our culture that we live and breathe and truly believe in. And one of the leaders in our organization is Fio Gambetta. And so I'd like to thank her for her commitment and her leadership within our organization and making a real difference every day, along with all the other colleagues that we work with. So thank you so much. It's a real honor.
And if you guys are ever trying to diversify your loan portfolio, I know somebody who will be stopping by on Tuesday. So just saying. Hey, you take the business where you can get it, folks. Our next recipient of the Diversity Award today is the area, oddly enough, of workforce diversity. This award is presented to a company or organization that has made great strides in diversity representation in the workplace. The recipient of the 2014 Diversity Award for Workforce Diversity is the National Collegiate Athletic Association, otherwise known as the NCAA. The NCAA is an organization that embraces and celebrates and includes diversity in its workforce through their One Team, One Future effort. They work to further develop their diversity and inclusion strategies by creating internal diversity teams, training, and assessing culture and strategic plan development. Diversity and inclusion are best demonstrated in their top-down approach. The NCAA seeks to incorporate different perspectives and experiences to drive innovation and impact, and they look to cultivate and respect others' diverse viewpoints with backgrounds when making decisions. Congratulations to the National Collegiate Athletic Association, otherwise known as the NCAA, the winner of the 2014 Mayor's Celebration Diversity Awards for Workforce Development. It's like the Academy Award.
Sally Field.
Oh my gosh. Well, on behalf of the NCAA and President Mark Emmer, we are so glad to accept this award. Thank you, Mayor Ballard, and for your support of diversity and inclusion efforts. We at the NCAA, even though we touch thousands of student athletes, coaches, and administrators, we belong here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and we support our national office staff by trying to stress the importance of diversity and inclusion in the work that we do every day. And so thank you on behalf of the NCAA for recognizing our efforts and for our 500 staff members here in Indianapolis.
That was exciting. That was like Sally Field Oscars
They like
moment.
me. They really like me.
She was excited. We like the energy too. Well, now it's time to introduce the winner of our final award, and it's named in honor of a very special person, Sam Jones. Sam Jones began his career in Ohio. He worked in Michigan and Minnesota before becoming the first president of the Indianapolis Urban League in 1966. While president of the Urban League, he worked to assure equal access to education, housing, and health care for all citizens. Jones retired from the Indianapolis Urban League on December 31st, 2002, and to our regret, he passed away in March of 2003 at the age of 75. Sam Jones received numerous awards during his career, including the Distinguished Sagamore of the Wabash from the state of Indiana, and he received many honorary degrees from Indiana's top universities, including Vincennes University, Butler University, Martin University, the Christian Theological Seminary, and Indiana University. So we'd like to invite Sam's wife, Pri, and any other family members to stand and be recognized at this time. We certainly thank you for being here today and helping us honor Sam's legacy. So now let's meet the 2014 winner of the Sam H. Jones Award. This is the best of the best.
For WellPoint, we think about diversity as a business imperative. We believe that our associates have insights and they can help us develop innovative solutions, that ability to be creative and tapping into that for our associates, harnessing that discretionary effort.
I would say years ago, when people thought of diversity, they thought of race and gender. Now when you think of diversity, you have to include veterans, individuals with disability, and so it's very much more inclusive here at WellPoint.
We also think of it in terms of more subtle aspects of who we are, such as education, the place and culture in which you grew up, whether you work in an office building, if you work in a home office. Those are all really important aspects of how we view ourselves and what shapes our perspective.
Different experiences of different associates can help people solve problems in different ways.
Diversity is just bring who you are to work.
Being able to be the best version of yourself every day in the work environment, and having a chance to do that in a place where it's unifying and it's inclusive and it embraces the differences that we all bring to the table every day.
WellPoint has associate resource groups, which is good because they take into account different viewpoints.
When you think about the power of those groups, we have 9 of them. So a few examples: we have Women of WellPoint, we have a group VOW, Veterans of WellPoint, we have a group ABLE that really focuses on the area of disabilities for us.
I'm currently the co-chair of our Veterans Resource Group, which involves not just veterans but their family members, friends, and anyone who really just wants to support veterans.
The resource groups just basically give different segments of WellPoint's population a voice.
Working with the veterans here at WellPoint, we've kind of did a lot of veterans training, we did the value of a veteran, so we've kind of changed awareness, the internal culture. People that maybe have not know a lot about veterans can learn a lot from our internal veterans group. The beauty of it is the support chain you have when you come back or while you're gone. That's what's real important, and veterans want to know that they have a good support chain and they can get through it. We've had some really good success stories. Company has just been great with bringing people back, sending them care packages while they're gone.
What's most encouraging, again, it's the stories that our associates tell about the opportunities that they are able to have at WellPoint.
One thing I noticed right off about WellPoint is everybody was so helpful. They seemed to really take an interest in what you needed to have and what you needed to do to succeed. When you have a company that actually tries to do that, and actually you know that's part of their focus, and that they'll give you the tools that you need, not only based on your job, but based on your disability, to succeed, then that means a lot.
What's rewarding for me about being in this role and having a chance to see WellPoint continue to evolve in this space, it's really our opportunity to change lives.
It kind of gets you excited to come to work because you know that you're not just a number. That they actually take an interest in you personally.
The power of seeing people really connect our associates, as they tell the WellPoint story and they represent WellPoint, that's what's powerful and fulfilling, because you see people grow.
It makes you grow as a person working here at WellPoint with a diverse population.
This really is, it's a journey, and every year we get smarter, we learn more, because the competition, the business environment does continue to change. But if we continue to leverage our associates, be very focused on delivering results in an inclusive environment, we will win, and we believe that. So it is exciting, and I'm thrilled about what lies ahead. We're only just beginning.
And if the mayor could please join us back on stage along with the representatives from WellPoint for the presentation of the Sam H. Jones Award. Congratulations.
Okay, so can you all say wow? Who knew? On behalf of our CEO, Joe Swedish, our leadership team, and really the power of WellPoint, our 43,000 plus associates across the United States, I say thank you. This is truly an honor for us, and as I said before, what runs this engine for us, it's our associates. So a big kudos to our WellPoint family here, who's certainly a representation of our team. And you all, I have a new boss. He's here today, so this is like really good stuff. So. So, Mayor, thank you so much for helping me advance my career.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, this way. This way. Exit this way.
Congratulations once again to WellPoint, ladies and gentlemen,
We're going to get pictures after.
as they work their way off the stage.
Yeah, I'll hang on.
And it just made my life a whole lot easier, where I got to get my insurance now on that health exchange when my wife and I figure all that stuff out. Congrats again, once again, to WellPoint and to all the nominees and winners of the 2014 Mayor Celebration of Diversity Awards. Please, all our winners today, folks, please give them one big round of applause and thank them for coming today. And we also want to thank you all for attending, and all the businesses and organizations that support diversity in the workplace. And have been doing this for a few years, and some of you who've been here with us for a while, we actually finished 10 minutes ahead of schedule. And we didn't even have to tell people, so thank you all very, very much.
And that was even with Abdul's jokes, so, you know, I guess you can keep them.
Yeah.
We want to give you a reminder as well, nominations for the 14th Annual Mayor Celebration of Diversity Awards will be available in mid-2014. Plus, please note, even if you've been a nominee or an award winner in the past, you can still be nominated for the 2015 awards. For more information about those awards, you can contact the Department of Minority and Women Business Development, the phone number 327-5262. You can also visit their website, indy.gov/DMWBD. There's also Facebook, Twitter. You can get them many places. And we do need all of our award winners, by the way, to come back to the stage to have a group photo taken with the mayor, so please do that. We encourage you to have a wonderful day. Thanks again for attending. And on behalf of Mayor Ballard, have a great day. I'll see you on Channel 13 later tonight. Have a wonderful day.